Hey everyone, it's Bill Chop back in another video, and we're going to be jumping back into the Fire Slam event today. Very excited to share what new update and how valuable it is for you all. Now remember, we only have the next, 22 hours or 21 hours before it goes away. So pay attention and make sure you know what you're going to be missing if you don't decide to farm. So if you enjoy this content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into the Fire Slam event. And so you can see here, there are gear charms. So again, first 5 stages, nothing, no bonuses, but the last 4 stages are gear charms. So stage 6 is weapon charms, stage 7 is helmet charms, stage 8 is chest piece charms, and stage 9 is boot charms. Now you'll notice there's not amulet or ring charms. I wouldn't worry. I think that they're going to add those tomorrow, perhaps the next day, or maybe not at all, but I definitely think I'm leaning towards the side that it's going to come out in the next couple days as an additional bonus reward. Also, I plan on them having additional rewards for the next couple of days because we still have a few days left, about about 5 days left in the event. So we have quite a bit of days left and lots of bonus rewards to get. Now, this one is very, very good, and we're going to go through all the numbers in just a second. But remember, you do have to get to the 8-3, the mission mode, past the challenge mode. And so if you do need help on that, I will have a video on beating some of the quests as well. And I already have a video on beating 9-2. And if you need some help, don't be afraid to join the Discord and send me a message. So let's jump over to the value and see what we're getting into. So here we are at the spreadsheet. And for those of you that are interested in accessing this information, it's on the XP Jelly calculator. It's in the description but down below. Just going to click on that link. Go to the bottom right on this tab that says Garrell event value. Now, what do we have here? Well, this is the new section of the spreadsheet here. It's the post buff rewards 2. And of course, this is based off per 100 energy, which is a 10 run in this game mode. Now we have 6-3, 7-3, 8-3, and 9-3. I didn't have time to do run, 100, 200, 300 runs per one. Actually, I did 100 runs per one, but I don't have time to do a way more for you to get all the information, because by the time I put it up, it might be already half over. So I want to get the information as soon as possible. So these are based on 100 runs. And I just want to say that the drop rates for these charms are absolutely insane. As you can see here, it's averaging about like an 8.3 purple charms per 10 run, as well as giving you a good amount of gold and jelly here, which is absolutely insane. And you can just see the diamond value per energy has skyrocketed past anything that we've actually seen before, past the previous post buff rewards, past the dungeon one, and also past anything else that we've seen previously in the event, which is absolutely insane. Now, the question is this viable? Like, should I be farming this all the time? Well, the first question you want to ask is, how does it compare against stage 12 dungeons? So let's go ahead and check that out. As you can see here, we're getting an average of almost 30,000 gear XP during the 10 runs. Now, this is not including the XP Jelly and gold, which you're actually going to get more gold than you will from the stage 12 dungeons, and we'll check out that in a second. The XP Jelly is about half, but again, you're probably not going to be farming this if you want XP Jelly. So really, we're looking at gear charms and gear XP. Now, if we check out the stage 12 dungeons, we can see here that, as we said, about 30,000 total gear XP, and you can see from stage 12 dungeons, you're actually getting about half that. Sometimes you're getting a little bit more, sometimes you're getting a little less, but that's a significantly decreased amount compared to the increased rewards from the event. Not to mention, you're getting a lot of gold in deficit as well. You're getting a little bit more XP, but again, we just had the XP event, so I'm not too worried about that. So really, the only advantage that you're getting from stage 12 dungeons is the potential for a really awesome gear piece. Now, that is a massive boon. However, on my main account, for example, I do not have the gear charms to actually be able to upgrade those amazing gear pieces that I'm getting from the stage 12 dungeons. I need a bunch of gear charms. Now, the second question you want to ask is, well, do I have the resources to be able to use these gear charms? Or am I going to run out of gold or something? Well, you can see here, per 10 run, we're getting about at least 34,000 gold. And as many of you know, each point of gear experience corresponds to 1 gold. So if we're averaging 30,000 gear experience, but we're getting 34,000 gold, you're actually gaining more than the amount of gold that you need to use the gear charms. So there is literally no downside to the gear charm farm here. The only downside compared to stage 12 dungeons, that is the fact that you're not getting access to potentially amazing gear pieces. Now, this is something that honestly probably won't be here at least for the foreseeable future. And this is, as I said, game breaking in a sense, because the main bottleneck of this game is gear charms. And so when you open that bottleneck, you absolutely have to take advantage of that, because we do not know when this is going to come back. We do not know when, we're going to be able to actually farm gear charms. Like, you can farm gear charms in other game modes, but again, you're not going to be able to do it to the same degree. Now, I also want to mention that this average gear XP isn't even including the fact that you could spend your Jadelit shards on advanced gear charms. Now, the Jadelit shards are calculated into the diamond value here, but let's just assume for a second that you were going to use all your Jadelit shards on the advanced gear charms. Well, again, that's an additional 5 gear charms, which is an additional 15,000 experience. So that's actually 45,000 gear XP, and that's almost triple the amount from stage 12 dungeons. So you can just see the massive amount of gear XP that you're getting from the event. Again, this is something that you're not going to see for a while. It's only weapon, helmet, chest, and boots. I would recommend a lot of people farm the boots, because those are going to be the most wanted to upgrade pieces, because it's a bottom piece. Now, I have a large stockpile chest pieces, so I'm probably going to be farming helmet, weapon, and boots. But again, it all depends on your account. So would I recommend this event to everyone? I would recommend it for 99% of the players. Obviously, if you cannot farm up to 6-3, then you can't farm the event. However, when you get to 6-3, I imagine you're going to be in a place where you can actually upgrade some of your gear. But if you're not on stage 12 dungeons yet, you probably don't want to be farming this and spending all your energy on it. Now, that being said, there is still some validity to even farming it then. And the reason why I say that is because you can farm all these charms and then use them all when you actually get to stage 12 dungeons. So honestly, I don't think it's bad for anyone at any point in the game to farm it. But I think definitely for every single person who's farming stage 12 dungeons or has a stage 12 dungeon unlocked, this is a no-brainer. You're definitely going to want to use all your energy on the event for the foreseeable 24 hours. Now, you will end up using all these. I have no doubt about it. You're not going to run out of gold, because it literally pays for itself. And you'll eventually run out of gear charms, and you won't be able to upgrade as many gear pieces as you possibly want. So you'll definitely thank yourself in the future when you run out of gear charms, like I have done on my main account. So that pretty much wraps up the value of this event. I will be doing tomorrow's event. I think it's going to be amulet and ring charms. I hope to see that. If it is, imagine it's going to be the same thing as today, but I will update you with the video for that. Again, if you want to check out the spreadsheet, it's in the link in the description down below. So I will go ahead and drop this in or update it, which I already have. So that'll be it, and I'll see you for the next one.